All right, welcome to CIT12 Computer Literacy here at Fresno City College. Hey, when you get your My TLab account activated and signed up and paid for, when you first log in and stuff, you'll see a screen, something similar to this, and you'll see CIT12 Spring 2017. Now, you won't have all these blue boxes because you won't have all these classes for the same one, but you'll just go ahead and click on this blue box. And that'll take you into the basic area. So I'm going to kind of welcome you and kind of walk you through a little bit about what this course is about. So the first area here is a notification page, and this is one way for me to communicate with you. You either will be something in the notifications, you kind of should glance at it from time to time, or I'll notify you through email. Now, you know, hey, we're all college students and stuff here at the college, and we need to recognize that we need to check our emails every day. So it's really important that you check them. You know, somebody like me, I probably check them 2 or 3 times a day, but you know, it just kind of depends on how things go. What I don't do is wait and check it once a week. So make sure that you check your emails and check this notification page on a regular basis. Then you'll see this section called Course Materials. And under Course Materials, this is where you're going to spend most of your time in this class, okay? This is where your assignments are at. This is where a copy of your course outline. You know, I even put the initial welcome letter here, you know, so if you click on this welcome one, you can say, oh yeah, here's the welcome to the class and all that basic information that I sent you in an email here, you know, right when school got started. And if I go back here, I'll see a copy of the course outline. Now, I have a separate video that I'm going to put inside there as well that has a course outline of schedule, and so that breaks everything down from week to week. So here's that kind of document that actually shows you, you know, everything that's going to go on. Hey, just make sure that you scroll all the way down to the bottom, because after the weekly schedule is a breakdown of information about the course outline in particular. And like I said, I'm going to give you a video that's going to be a little bit more detailed. So let me go back again. Okay, what else we got here? We have our frequently asked questions. A lot of times, you know, there are questions that have been asked before, and you might be able to get them answered about, like, can I use a Mac or not? Are we going to use Blackboard or not? Okay, when are the trainings due? Or can we do trainings early? And when are the assessments or whatever? My point is that a lot of times you might find answers to general questions here. I didn't put a whole lot of them, but there's some of the 15 most common types of questions. You might want to take a look at that from time to time in case there's something in there that would answer your question. Okay, so let's come back here again. So, all right, so, and then we see a breakdown of week to week for all 18 weeks of the semester, okay? Hey, for a welcome, we really should get into week 1 right away, and inside of week 1, we have the weekly announcements, and so what I would like for you to do is to go through each one of these. Now, this first one is just a general instruction first. Every week we'll have one of those, okay? So you could always see that, and probably they're going to be duplicated from week to week as a reminder of what are assignments and how much time do you have, things like that. But I want you to watch these videos. These are all separate little videos that will come out here, a week 1 video, and I'll try to have that for, especially as we get going in the semester, you know, that there'll be a little welcome video each week, okay? But after probably about 4 or 5 weeks, you kind of start to get to the point that, hey, you know, this is what's going on. And again, I'm going to intersperse that with emails. And so sometimes I may not have an official announcement because I'm going to do it through email. So that's why you need to check your email every day, okay? But there's 4 tours here, excuse me, that you really ought to take. A tour of trainings. Now, trainings and assessments, these top 2, they're like your homework for this class. And what they're going to do is they're going to focus on Microsoft Windows, they're going to focus on Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. And so how to do a training versus how to do an assessment, it's really important that you probably should watch those. That'll give you the overall view of what's going to be expected for this class, okay? Now, this is the literacy class, so we all got to start someplace, but because it's online, the burden's going to be on you to manage your time and be able to get this stuff done. So if you feel that this is too much for you, or it's going too fast for you, or it's really difficult for the online, you might want to reconsider this class and perhaps take it in a face-to-face format. I think that's a lot easier. But if everything else is good for you. Then there's a tour of the e-textbook, okay? So that'll walk you through how the e-text works and stuff. So you don't have a physical book here for this class. You actually can read it off the screen, and so it has the breakdown from chapter to chapter and how to go through that. And then finally, you're going to have 3 hands-on practical exams, 1 for Word, 1 for Excel, and 1 for PowerPoint. And so that'll give you an idea. They used to call them the grader projects, but they give you an idea of exactly how it's going to kind of work, okay, when you take those tests. And so, you know, quizzes are pretty simple. When you get into quizzes, those are like multiple choice, true, false. And so most people don't need a lot of explanations. But the hands-on test, that's a little bit trickier because now you're figuring out how am I going to complete a hands-on activity to demonstrate that you really do know, say, Microsoft Word, okay? The other areas over here is grades, okay? And so in the grades, there's a breakdown here from week to week, and you basically have to go in and out and in and out to see what your grade for the particular assignment or the quiz was that week. But what I'll do is that every so often, maybe once a month or so, I will create a custom view where I'll put all of your assignments down in one area so that then you can just add your points of what you've accumulated and divide it by the total, and that'll tell you exactly what your progress grade will be, okay? So, again, that will make more sense as you start doing these assignments. Finally, there's the that's the custom view. And so finally, back up here, there's the getting started page. And I know it seems kind of backwards. It's at the end, getting started, but I want you to double check this. Go into the set time zone, change ID, and make sure at the very top here, make sure that it's accurately your first and last name, that the ones that you have with the Fresno City College here at the school. Make sure your ID number has been keyed in. Make sure that your Pacific time is set, right? Because we're on the West Coast. My IT Lab is an East Coast company, and so if you mess stuff up or whatever, you won't get it done because you missed the deadline because it's an East Coast thing. So I tried to make everything Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Saturday deadlines, okay? So you basically usually have a week to get something done, but it has to get done by 9 o'clock Saturday here on the Pacific Coast, okay? So hopefully that helps a bit. It gives you a basic idea of what the course is going to be looking at that. So watch those videos and let's get started.